My name is Dr. Ian Campbell. I'm a general practitioner in Nottingham and I'm an expert in obesity. I became involved in obesity because of what I saw that it was doing to my patients. I saw that it was causing them a lot of unhappiness, but also a lot of disease that actually could be prevented. And when I realised that weight management was important to the health of individuals, but also to the whole nation, it began to get me quite excited, because here I thought was something we could all do to actually reduce the amount of disease in our society. It's taken a long time for everyone to wake up to the fact that obesity is a silent killer. It increases your risk of heart disease, it increases your risk of type 2 diabetes and some forms of cancer. And yet it affects 1 in 4 of the adult population. 2/3 of us are carrying excessive weight, but 1 in 4 of us are carrying enough to cause all these diseases. In my work, I've come across so many different gadgets or diets or things to help people lose weight. And the reason why I was so attracted to the diet plate was because here was something which was not gimmicky, it's straightforward, it actually works, and it's so affordable for people to use. And the simple reason why the diet plate works is it puts control back into the hands of the individual. It allows people to control how much they eat without having to count all the calories in, without having to measure anything. It simply allows you to eat what you consider to be a normal, healthy diet, but in the right proportions. Obesity is directly implicated in many comorbid diseases. When we think of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, which is type 2 diabetes, several forms of cancer, osteoarthritis, wear and tear in the joints, and some forms of depression, and many, many other problems directly associated with this problem of obesity, which is both treatable and ultimately it's also preventable. One of the beauties of the diet plate is that because it's not telling you to eat more of this or less of that, it's allowing you to make your own choices, but it encourages you to get the proportions right. And so what you're able to do is to eat the same food as the rest of your family, the same food as your friends, and not feel different. You eat the same food, the food that you enjoy, but you eat it in the correct proportions. Initially, it may seem slightly awkward having to adjust the portions of food on your plate according to the diet plate, but actually it very quickly becomes normal. And what you very quickly realise is that your expectations of what a normal plate of food should look like starts to change, because the diet plate is not asking you to do anything unnatural. It's asking you to do what's actually very natural to get the correct proportion of carbohydrate and protein and fibre on your plate that you can do not just with the diet plate, but at any time. Another unique feature of the diet plate is that it's been researched independently in different parts of the world, and one study out of Canada showed that people with diabetes, both insulin and non-insulin treated, who used the diet plate at home for 6 months, not only showed weight loss, not only showed a decrease in their cholesterol, but most significantly showed a significant decrease in their reliance on diabetes medications. In other words, the control that the diet plate allowed them to regain meant they didn't have to rely so much on their doctor's prescribed medication. There is so much that we can all do. It's certain that people need to get appropriate help when they need it, but actually health starts at home, and there is so much that we as individuals can do to help ourselves, to take responsibility for our lifestyle, to take control of our weight, and actually do a lot to help ourselves before we even need to ask for any extra support. The energy balance equation is what doctors talk about, and it simply means that the energy that goes in through food has to be less than the energy that goes out through physical activity. And so with any weight management program, there's no exception. Increased physical activity has to be an important part. The diet plate is a great tool for anyone who wants to take control of their weight. If they want to lose a few pounds, or if they want to go on and lose several stones. Many people have already achieved that with the diet plate. The key ingredients are that you need to be ready to do it, that you need to be committed to changing your life. Really importantly, you need to be ready to increase your physical activity levels and start to take control. The diet plate will allow you to control your food intake with a minimum of effort in a way that's comfortable, sociable, and has a long-term effect. If you want to lose weight and do it properly, then the diet plate is a great way to help you to achieve that.